Hey YouTube and the RPG community, Rhaegar here for an actual video for a change. How's it going? Today I'd like to talk to you about a campaign setting I've had in my head for a while. Now I don't know if you're familiar with the TV series called Supernatural, but I will give you a brief rundown of how it works in Supernatural. Basically in Supernatural you have, if when you die, you go to one of three places. You go to heaven, and that is where the good humans and the angels, which are surprisingly not as good as you'd think, go. And you have hell, which is where the bad humans go, and the demons are all running around in, which is, as you may expect, pretty standard stuff. And then you have Purgatory, which is here somewhere, or maybe over here, or up here, or possibly just down here. And Purgatory in the Supernatural universe is a place where monsters go when they die, like vampires, werewolves, shape changers, wendigos, crazy serial killer humans who've consumed demon blood and gone a bit crazy, that kind of thing. And I thought that's quite a fascinating place to set an RPG campaign, or even a one-shot, in a place that's just filled with monsters. You know, that's where they're sent when they go. That's their place of rest. What would that place be like? How would you represent that in a game? Would you play a party of people trying to reclaim their humanity, maybe? Trying to claw their way out of Purgatory, maybe find an escape? Maybe that could be the whole idea of the setting, to take a bunch of condemned creatures and see if they can reach a point where they're fit enough to get back to the real world. Or maybe it's, you know, a power struggle of these powerful creatures, you know, are taking control of Purgatory. They're actually trying to, you know, manipulate the different creatures in there. And how would that place look? How would you represent a place like Purgatory that's only filled with the damned, essentially? Would you have it as a place where everyone's Purgatory is slightly different, a bit like heaven is slightly a bliss for everyone else? You know, that everyone's heaven is their own version of bliss, kind of thing. I found that quite an interesting concept, that, you know, to have a setting that's just, you know, there's no humans, there's no demons, no angels, it's just all evil, but not necessarily like evil as is said in the Bible, you know. Creatures, you know, you may become a vampire by being bitten. That didn't make you fundamentally evil from the beginning. You may have become somewhat twisted over time. You see, you know, if I did it, I think I'd do it as a twisted version of the real world, where things didn't operate kind of how you would expect. Kind of like I don't know if you've ever played the game Stalker, but a kind of where things are kind of eerie, but familiar. You know, that's how I do it. And I'm kind of interested to see how you guys would portray a place like Purgatory in that sort of sense. I know there's different versions, but in the Supernatural, it's only the things that are non-human, non-demon, and non-angel that get to go there. At least most of the time. So let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that setting. You know, and be gentle, I'm still very new. Until next time, guys. Until next time.